Hello again. Right now we're going to figure out the surface area and volume of a pyramid, square-based pyramid. Surface area of a square-based pyramid is the area of the base added to the area of each of these triangles. So surface area is all faces added. Okay, let's measure it up here. Looks like that's 8.3 centimeters. 8.3 centimeters. And then we've got 4 of these, right? And 4 of these. So these are oh, 8.7. And 8.7 centimeters. And so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 4 of these. So it's 4 multiplied by 8.7 multiplied by 8.3 divided by 2 because they're triangles, right? And this one here is 8.3 squared. And then we add those up. So plus 8.3 squared. And that'll give us the surface area of this pyramid. Okay? Now, to simplify the math, what's 4 divided by 2? 2, right? So we could do that and cross those out and put a 2 here. You don't have to. You can just do all the math straight through. Four times 8.7 times 8.3 divided by 2, 144.42. 144.42 centimeters squared plus, what's 8.3 squared? 68.89 plus 144.42 equals 213.31. So that's the surface area of a pyramid. Now, let's look at the volume of this thing. Volume of a pyramid happens to be a little bit different formula. It's length times width times height divided by 3. So we have volume is length times width times height divided by 3 for a pyramid. So we have volume is equal to length times width, so that's 8.3 times 8.3 times 8.7 divided by 3. This 8.7 is our height. Or is it? Just a second. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. This is height. So we're not doing with side length here, we're doing height. Yeah, it's 8. Okay. So your height is 8.0. Yeah, so height is not it's not this distance here. Height is this distance here. Okay, so the height of the pyramid. Okay, so we'll work on that. 8.3 multiplied by 8.3 multiplied by 8, and then divide by 3. 183.7. So the volume is 183.7 centimeters cubed. Okay, so that's the volume of this pyramid. Cool. And I seem to, oh, here it is. There we are. So we'll erase that. And we'll do this tetrahedron as the last shape we're going to do for our unit for finding the surface area and volume of interesting shapes. A regular tetrahedron has the same dimensions every way. Okay? Yeah, I can see that this one doesn't, but we're going to pretend it does. So, regular tetrahedron, the surface area is equal to the length times width times height divided by 2. No, length times width. So this is 8.3 multiplied by maybe we'll just call it 8. 8 by 8 by 8. Yeah, I think so. Make it easier. There we are, sure. So, surface area equals, add all the faces. So, triangle is length times width divided by 2, right? So we have 8 times 8 divided by 2. Is that right? Nope. Because it's not this one times this one. It's this one here, and that's 8.3. 8.3. So 8 times the height. That's for one of them. 2, 3, 4 faces multiplied by 4. Okay. Let's grab my calculator here. 8 multiplied by 8.3 divided by 2 equals 33.2 times 4 equals 132.8. So the surface area of this is 132.8 regular tetrahedron, centimeters squared. So how much paper you need to cover it. Now volume of a regular tetrahedron is edge length. Let's call it, I don't know, x cubed divided by 6 multiplied by square root of 2. I know, that's kind of weird, hey? All right, so do a little measurement here. I think we'll just use 8. Yeah, okay. So 8 cubed divided by 6 times root 2. Kind of weird, I know. I think I've mentioned that before. 8 cubed. 8 cubed gives us 512 divided by 6 times root 2. Okay, so we do root. Where's square root on this thing? There we are, right there, but we have to go second function square root 2 equals times 6 equals 8.48528, keeps on going. Okay. All right. So let's try this out. We'll do 512 divided by 6, second function square root 2 equals. Yeah, I think that's right. 8 times 6 is 48. Yeah, so that's going to be good. Okay, so 60.34 centimeters cubed is the volume of this tetrahedron. Tetrahedron, fancy name for a regular shape that has 4 faces, not 6, not 5, 4 faces. Regular tetrahedron. Pyramid, which we just did. Okay, so that's your last one, tetrahedron. So I'll put a couple lessons together for those, and you'll be done your area and volume unit. Right on.